Alright, some invasion for right now. Wild Wild West invasion is about to pop up here in about a few seconds. And I think the first spawn, among the first spawns are over here. I was in the wrong spot. Can't remember where these things spawn at. I'm not really concerned too much about... Oh shit, auto battle's on. I didn't realize it. Not really too concerned about if I get the first mob or whatever. I'm more concerned about bosses. But now that I killed a few mobs, a couple mobs, I'll be able to see whether or not the bosses pop up. Or when they pop up, that is. They will pop up. Just a matter of time. And which ones do. I have the wrong mercs activated too. Oh well. Accidentally activated Xiao Xian for whatever reason. I know what else I forgot. Forgot the restream client. There we go. That's better. Awesome. Oh, so many fucking windows. Let me close that. Yes. Alright, let's disable that one. Cool. Alright, cool. There we go. That's the form I want. I don't think any bosses will pop up yet. Hopefully not. Hopefully she doesn't one-shot me. The bartender has a tendency to be able to one-shot full forms. Or is it full forms? I can't remember. There's something she does that's just like ridiculous. So, yeah. I think it's defense ignore that she has like a really... I can't remember exactly what it is. She has a little bit of defense ignore. But it might have been like an AoE or something. I think it was an AoE. Yeah, that sounds about right. Some sort of magic. Alright, both bosses are down. I got one and Crazy got the other. Not bad. I actually usually don't... Oh, sorry. I actually don't go to Wild West Invasion that often. Mostly because I just don't really care to, usually. Tend to not care going here. Although it is one of the better ones. Besides Pharaoh. Pharaoh's the best, and this one's the second best. Mostly because it has so many bosses. So many chances to get Reiterant rings. I don't care what anybody says, the chances are a lot better for bosses to get the Reiterant rings. I know you can loot them from the mobs, but the rate on the mobs is terrible. You have to have like some serious RNG luck. so I'm thinking Hawkeye, or whatever his name is. I think it's Hawkeye. Yeah, I think it's Hawkeye. Could have sworn that was his name. He'll spawn soon. Him and possibly one of the other saws or guns or something. I can't remember the other dude. There's like 12 total bosses that spawn in this invasion. Maybe a little less, maybe 9. And they don't always spawn. Alright, so I'm gonna go try here. I think this is the place I was just at. Yeah. Here. That's one attempt. Okay, so if Hawkeye's not here, he must be here. Well, not exactly here, but I have to walk through all the mobs. I chose a spawn, or I chose a spot to teleport to that wouldn't be right in the middle of the spawns, but okay, it seems like I'm too late. I see him, he's right there. First-rate mafioso. God damn it. Got mobbed. Fucking stupid. Alright, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Quit attacking me. Go away. Alright. Ah, god damn it. He got attacked. Whatever. My mouse is still a little bit squeaky. I need to wear it out. It's too new. The scroll on the mouse. Either that or I need to figure out some way to just prevent it from doing that. Making that sound. Fucking scroll. Yeah, whatever. So the next one that should spawn is the one with the claws, the one that looks like these, but it looks like a boss. The one with these claws, the red whatever it look. I don't know. I don't know what the boss's name is. Yeah. And then also probably be the punk leader. That's what it's called, punk leader. Forgot what the name was. What's up? Alright, so the punk leader should be over here. Should be. Not exactly in this spot though. A little further down. Ah, lag. That's fine. God, they take so long. Somebody's already got it. Trying to remember exactly which one. I could have sworn the punk leader is the one that with the claws. And it would have been either where I was or over here in this location, a little further from where I am right now. God fucking lag. Now it turns me around. Rock and roll, baby. Alright, I don't see the punk leader. Moving on. Try to get that rock and roll, baby. Okay, I know where he is. I know exactly where he is. He should be on the other side. Gonna have to go through the swarm of mobs again. I need to figure out more efficient ways to get over there. Probably just set a teleport like over there. Off in the distance over there. Closer to where the punk leaders, not punk leader, the rock and roll guy spawns. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This guy's easy. And then he one-shots me the next turn. After I say that. But yeah, he's usually easy. No problem, usually. Although he did kill my Patriot. That is pretty surprising. Even the Patriot was guarding. Could have sworn I set the Patriot to guard. So yeah, it's not too bad. Slightly impressive. He's dead though. Oh, I didn't even realize it. Revive the Patriot. Gosh, congested today. Ridiculously. Somebody's still fighting against the punk leader? Like somebody didn't get him by now? Should have gotten him by now. Whatever, I'll add the person to the friend list. I really care less. Back over here. I'm sure somebody's already fighting it by now. I mean, there's like no way I can just get it now. I seriously doubt nobody has gotten it if it was here. Like, this is where most of the people usually are, in this spot. I really love it when people PM me during the invasion. Like, could you PM me afterwards when I'm not doing something? Jeez. Alright. I'm gonna go over here. Maybe, just maybe. It spawned. Oh, wait, what? The punk leader's here? This whole time the punk leader was here. Oh, you're kidding me. You got to be kidding me. That's the reason why it took him so fucking long. Got him. Jesus. That's fucking hilarious. I'm just gonna guard. Punk leader I'm not too worried about, usually. I mean, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but he has like this AoE, or she, or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. They have like an AoE that's actually pretty... It heals my mercs instead of damaging them. Which is kind of funny, but yeah, that's pretty much what it does. Alrighty, there we go. Cool. Who else is here? Talents. You're welcome. Alrighty, so I can't exactly predict where the next boss will spawn, but I'm guessing it's going to be either Christine, Jessica, or what's the other one? The instrument one. I fucking can't remember. There's like 3 bosses that spawn towards the end. Not all the time, but usually towards the end. Christine can sometimes spawn somewhat early, but usually it's Christine that spawns one of the last ones. Christine or Jessica. And they're oh, Paganini. Yeah, fuck yes. Frank Reed, okay. Frank Reed will...
Neptune says fuck you XD.
Neptune says fuck you. That's cool. Who is Neptune? I must not know him. He must not be important, so he can go fuck himself as well. Frank Reed, I think he spawns in the 3rd spot that I have. Well, the 3rd teleport. Is it the... Might be the 1st teleport. I think it's the 1st teleport that I have. For Wild West Invasion. So, number 3. This is the one I think that also has an AoE that I want to watch out for. Maybe I can catch up to Frank Reed. Probably not. I'd imagine somebody... Ow, that hurt. I'd imagine somebody already has him. No, she's dead. Yeah, so Paganini is another one of the bosses that can spawn midway through the invasion or towards the end. And I think Frank Reed is going to be at this area. Down this way over here. I can just catch up to him and not get in a mob fight, which is very likely to happen. And a lot of lag. There's bound to be a shit ton of mobs in this area. I can't stop. Stopping just means I'm gonna get mobbed. Frank Reed, huh? He's not here, looks like. I'm really risking getting caught right now. Ah, fuck. I knew I was gonna get into that. Oh well. So, the only other place he would probably be is... maybe the 3rd spawn. No points. Now we got up to almost 10,000. I suppose that's okay. It's not great, but... Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. That's whatever. And lag. Lovely. Lag in this game is fucking unreal. Yeah, I'm not sure where Frank Reed was. Second teleport. Maybe he was there. No. Well, maybe he was. Who knows? I'm not gonna overanalyze it. Alright, that's it. So let's see. I'm gonna do some Gold Dragon Cave. As soon as I can get this opened. Yeah, I don't think they can get in. I saw them trying to get in there. Let me see if I can promote them or not. No. 5 hours. No. Oh. A lot of the lower members are confused. People that haven't played this game in like years, or yeah, years. What am I at right now? Let's see, stats. Got a feast for, yep. Okay. I'll just leave. Got distracted by somebody wanting to get into the party. This I'll just waltz Warlord for the back row here. If I have, oh yeah, okay, cool, I can use the Warlord, awesome. Waltz, oh shit, oh, not that skill, there you go, waltz. Attack. And then finish him off with jab. These are easy mobs, but just they are troubling for lower levels. Like level 40, 140-ish, somewhere around there. Pretty troubling. Start to get a lot easier once you get to level 150, 155, they're extremely easy. And 170, they're just a joke. Of course, because they're not scaled, so. Jesus Christ, the prices on those mobs. I'm gonna skip a few mobs, go straight to this one. Try to get to the bosses first. They're gonna complain about the mobs. They'll definitely complain about the bosses. No, they're not really complaining, but yeah. I think I'll use the Warlord for this last row. Nothing personal against that guy, but can't help him. I'm such an asshole. Easy. Who all's in here? Czar, Satora, Red Pew, and Rika. And Jazek. I think Jazek is not in this party. But the rest are. Rika might be... Okay, yeah, no, he's in the squad as well. Yeah, lower level people will definitely have a problem with this dungeon. It's not your bullshit dungeon, I guess, as far as low levels are concerned. need to at least be like level 140-ish, 150-ish to be able to handle the mobs. High level 40s, low level 50s at least, I suppose. And I have seen low level 40s do fine, 140s do fine as well. Really depends. Depends on how well geared they are, and if they have a reliable mount, and what mercs they have that can do magic damage, and Warlord really helps a lot for low levels. That Warlord will just knock out the back row like it's nothing. With his Thunderbolt Slash. Makes things a lot easier. I think it's the last. Nope, there's one more mob over here. Well, I mean, in this little circle. There's one right there, too. I was more concerned about what's in the immediate area.
You earn 2 voids every 1 minute here. Check your voids by typing voids and visit to see what you can do with them.
Voice commands, recognition. I'm messing around with the bot settings real quick, just to see if I can modify a few things. Okay. One of the members died. That's funny. I shouldn't be laughing at my people dying, but poor guy. It's not too bad. Stone drops from here as well. Considering this guild dungeon gives mostly gold, GDC is actually not too bad for drops. I've already got like 50-ish from this one dungeon, which is not a lot, but I mean, one floor, 50-ish, it's not too bad. Probably get another 50 or 60 in the next floor, because that one has a lot more mobs. Then the bonus floor alone will probably give like 20, depending on if I actually go in there. And then the last floor is about another 20, so total somewhere between 100 and 150 maybe. Depends really, I suppose. It's not that great, but it's not too bad. Ah. That should be fun. Lucy join. Okay. Second floor. Let's see how many stones we get. So I'll count 496. 496. See if I can get 50 at least from this floor alone. And I'm not counting the bonus floor either. Oh, that's one. It'd be nice if there was more than just one for this fight. Oh, two. Okay. That's two for one fight. Not really that impressive. What other loot is it giving me? I'm not even really paying attention to the loot itself. Probably should. Let's see. So, gold, dark crystal, gold. It's giving a lot of gold, which means it should be giving me dark crystals instead of gold most of the time. Pretty much that's the way it's assumed, is all the places that give a ton of gold rather than loot. So the ones that have shitty loot tables. Shitty loot tables is in like almost no loot table. It's like Gold Dragon Cave. Those are the ones that are supposed to be giving a decent amount of the dark crystals. Supposed to. So. God damn it. No. There. Thank you. Jesus. Ah, wait. These people going crazy. Yeah. Can barely even see chat. What's going on in it? Too many people talking for me to pay attention. Most of it seems like a lot of people begging for fixes and whatnot. That's nothing new, nothing surprising. all complaining about, oh, mine has a shitty rate. Don't even realize how much effort it took. Like, they're gonna complain about how much they have to spend. She's like, what the fuck? The rate on the Dark Crystal is just terrible. It really is. And I agree that it should be nerfed. Like, the fail rate. At least to a certain point. Like, +6s shouldn't be able to fail as much as they were able to. I can understand +9s failing a lot. And just dropping back to +8s, but +6s, those shouldn't fail so often. It literally was a struggle for me to get up to +7. And then once I got up to +7, it was a struggle to get up to +9. And once I got to +9, it got downgraded back down to +7, and just fucking dumb. The whole enhance system, the way it works, is just dumb. For that specific event. Ugh, just way too many people talking. A lot of people are just begging for stuff. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, No, let's not merge, but nah, whatever. A lot of people are begging and whatnot, bringing up proposals of free items and free mercs, events and all that. Most of it looks like begging. There are a few good things that people brought up.
Which is better to get for my Val main Bach or ODI?
Your bow main?
From the free orb thingy.
Right. Is there a warlord in that? Because I will tell you, probably warlord. Ugh. Yeah, fucking headphone wire keeps on tapping on the wall. Or not wall, but the desk.
I already got a warlord.
Gotcha. You already got a warlord? I don't know if you... What selections do you have? Just give me a list. I'm not sure if you want a Valkyrie and Odie. But I would say probably Valkyrie. Probably. I don't know. Odie can be useful, but I feel like he'd probably replace him eventually. I don't use him very often myself. And he's actually a lot more useful in my form than he would be in a form with the bow main. Both can be nice, but both are also just really tanks. They don't really pose much of a use other than that. The Valkyrie does have that AP skill, which is useful for some bonus AP for the bow main, but not much else that it has. And her other skill, besides her passive stun, which is good in PvP, but her other skill, the Odin's Chain, only works in like the older mobs. Doesn't work on bosses either. So it's kind of useless at the moment. I don't even think it works in OT, or in most of the higher OT dungeons, OT floors. So it's really up in the air. I don't know. Pick one. They're both not neither of them are terrible, but neither of them is really nice. I suppose the Valkyrie would probably be the best choice because of AP. And the OD's shield bash really isn't that great. If you want to debuff her,
Automaton Centaur Archer, Champion, Druid General, Goddess Warang Janissari, Minstrel Necromancer, Pirate, Punisher, Puppeteer, Sorceress Spartan, Valkyrie.
Probably Rin, the Puppeteer. That one's a pretty good one, and pretty rare. And good for bow mains to get some AP. And maybe a pirate? I don't know. Pirate's good for grinding. Rin's good for giving AP to a main. Valkyrie's kind of like a combination tank and a little bit of AP. Odysseus is debuff and buffs for swords. And he does have the PvP. Well, I say it's more or less PvP, but it is useful for PvE as well. The what is it? Weapon rend. It lowers enemies' accuracy in PvP, though, if I remember correctly. So yeah, probably the pirate, or puppeteer. Those are the better choices in my opinion. The Valkyrie and the champion are fairly cheap if you ever did want to get them. You could also get Guan Yu. Guan Yu's pretty good with his AoE. I don't see an Elementalist on there, but Elementalist might be pretty nice as well. Automaton can be somewhat nice. Good for splash damage at least. There are some other...
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, there are some other mercs that are useful in that list. Like the Necromancer, she can be somewhat useful, but she's really like a situational merc. I have sort of, not really a merc guide, but some basic understanding on how a merc works and in battle and PvP and whatnot, and it's on my site. It just shows kind of what the rating is for mercs, the general rating for those mercs. Hold on, let me bring up the link. Just give you a better idea of what to think about. You'll have to scroll down though a little bit. There it is. You'll have to scroll down just a little bit. It'll be... Oh, there we go. Now it's actually posting. So yeah. And it should show you kind of just a basic understanding of what the mercs do. And a little bit of their updated skills. It shows you the mercs that are listed in there.
You earn 2 voids every 1 minute here. Check your voids by typing voids and visit to see what you can do with them.
I wish I could disable that message. I like the text to voice, but I don't like Revelabot doing the text to voice. And I don't want to ban it on Twitch. So yeah, that site will show you a basic understanding of those mercs, and the mercs that are listed on that site, say for instance the Elementalist, are all the scaled mercs. So the ones that have like the skill tables with the details on them, most of those are the scaled mercs. So that'll give you an idea of what's scaled and what's not scaled. So like say for instance from that list, the Automaton is scaled, the Centaur Archer is scaled, the Champion hasn't been scaled, Druid hasn't been scaled, General has been scaled, the Goddess, I don't know, Huarang hasn't been scaled, neither has the Janissary or the Minstrel. The Necromancer may have been, but I can't remember. The Pirate has been scaled, the Punisher no, Puppeteer no, Sorceress I don't think so, the Spartan did get scaled, and then the Valkyrie I don't think so. So yeah, it's not really an in-depth explanation, but It'll give you a basic understanding. Most of the time, you want scaled mercs. You don't really want the mercs that haven't been scaled yet. Because scaled mercs like Guan Yu or Elementalist do a lot more AoE damage and are just more or less more useful.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. I am good. Oh, we didn't even finish the bonus dungeon, did we? Well, fuck. I guess we totally ignored the bonus dungeon. Alright. Mausoleum. Alrighty. Add title. I think I had. Oh no, okay, yeah, I had a feast running, not a title. Let's see. At Ghost. Use that title.
Hello there, Void.
Hi.
You RLY like to take a walk on your town, don't you? Haha. I'm alright, thanks.
That actually wasn't my town that I was walking around in. I just didn't realize that I was kind of, what's the word, pacing back and forth. But whenever I start to think about things, yeah, I start to pace, so I guess that just kind of happened. That's wherever the guild dungeon takes you back to. Some random ass town. I don't know. Jesus Christ, people in this chat. So many, like, just random ass chatting. And I don't understand the half of what's being said.
You got any info about the Dark Crystal abilities?
Dark Crystal abilities? No. Nothing specific to the proc. I just know the stats of the items. I'm actually starting to build up each
All good. Just messing with you, head.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'm actually starting to build up each +10. They should be all the same as a +10 Dark Pegasus, but I'm...
Oh yeah, location chat. I call it hell chat.
Hell chat. Yeah, it's probably more appropriately to be named that. Yeah, nothing specific to the proc, but I am starting to gather like the screenshots on each +10, just for my own reference. And I'll probably post that within my site somewhere. Maybe I can catch the feast that's going. Oh, okay. I actually had more time than I thought I did. I was expecting like 30 seconds left or something. Something ridiculous. I'd have to rush to the table. Nope, I'm good.
May I ask which are the best star stones for Arthur and Warlord?
You want to do strength?
How's your luck so far with the Dark Crystal Thingy? That bot talking. Ugh.
Well, you have a choice between the male bot and the female bot, but I prefer it so I can actually see the chat. I don't like the Twitch chat. And this chat that I'm looking at, I'm able to see all chats at once. From YouTube, Twitch, all of it. Let's see. Yeah, strength. You want to get strength for Warlord and Arthur. As much as you can, and if you can't get strength for, like, say something, for instance, like the boots, go for dexterity, and then the helmet, go for...
Why a bot? Oh, okay. Yeah.
The helmet, go for intelligence. I mean, that's the baseline for every gear. Just whatever the gear has stats on, just go for that stat. So if it's range and gloves, we're talking about gloves, you go for dexterity on the gloves. If it's melee or magic on the gloves, you go for vitality. It's the basic just concept of Starstones right there. And the chess piece is usually whatever stat the class is, so intelligence, dexterity, or why am I going this way? I should be going to this corner over here. Dexterity, intelligence, or strength. And usually, I started off with putting vitality in my melee mercs, their gear. But technically, strength is better, unless you have like a merc that uses the Jupiter sword. Then vitality can be useful, because the Jupiter sword actually depends upon vitality numbers. The more vitality you have, the more attack power you can get with the Jupiter sword. That's like the one exception for melee and strength. For my Jaeon, I went all strength. For my Warlord, I went mostly strength. He even has strength rings and a strength orb. And then of course, weapons.
One question. Do you think it's worth to get an El Jupi Lance instead plus 10 Chui even though Jupi, in my case, will give me more 5k attack DMG?
What are you? A spear main? If you're a spear main, you're gonna want the Jupiter.
Not sure about prices, but 400 be between them.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, you're right. I think there is 400 build between those. I don't know. Twilight might be worth just keeping around instead.
Spear main. Yup.
Gotcha. I didn't realize how much damage this damn gate was doing to me. There we go. Defense ignore. Woo! Nice. The clown did it. Awesome.
I'm getting only plus 5k DMG. I'm just don't think it's worth the gap on prices, lol.
Yeah, no, it's not. So Twilight, yeah, go for plus 10 Twilight. Plus 10 Twilight.
For a plus 5k attack power in a PROC once in a while.
Yeah. Go for plus 10 Twilight and just put 3. Make sure it's a 3 socket, of course, and put 3 gold eagles in it, and you'll be good. I always put gold eagles in weapons. Never put anything else. The biggest mistake you can make is not putting gold eagle 4s in weapons. Well, plus 10 weapons.
Oh yeah, I have 3 of those. Don't worry, XD was just thinking if it was worth to get in Jupiter or not.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's more or less if you can afford it.
So far, everyone agrees that it's not worth. Guess I won't buy it. Another question, is it worth to get an El Jupiter sword for Ka instead of El Sol?
What's KA? What do you mean KA? Oh, King Arthur, my bad. It doesn't matter. You can go either or. The Jupiter sword will give Arthur maybe a little bit more damage, but in the end it's not really that much more. You'd have to be where I am in stats.
King Arthur sweat.
Yeah. No, you're good. I figured it out. You'd have to be where I am in stats for it to really make a difference. Like, I could put a Jupiter sword on my Arthur and he'd do a little bit more damage, but I don't have another Jupiter sword and I keep it on my main and my clown, so it's more beneficial for them to have it at the moment.
So, not worth the gap as well? Gotcha.
Yeah, not worth the gap. If you can get a Sword of Life Song legendary for 300, 400 bill, yeah, it's not worth it. Because you can get 2 Sword of Life Songs and just use those for your, like, say for instance, your Warlord and your Arthur. Make sure to get, again, to get 3, 4 rated Gold Eagles, yeah. Gold Eagle 4s, yeah. Never go for 5 Gold Eagle, or the Gold Eagle 5 rank, whatever it's called. Tier 5, yeah, tier 5. Not worth it.
Yeah, I'm looking with 3's clean 350B. Kinda hard though.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's expensive AF and not worth LOL. I know every is bloody rich ATM, but buying Chwee's 150B no sockets or 2 sockets. WTH. Everyone asterisk.
That's a little bit odd. I usually get Twilight with 3 sockets for 150 bill, and I don't go any more than that. And especially for a blank Twilight, man, I'd maybe put 100 bill into that. Because getting a 3 socket in a Twilight is a pain in the ass, especially once it's already plus 10. So yeah, no. I'd only spend like 150. I think the most I've spent on a plus 10 Twilight, that's 3 socket, was
Same. They puked on market and it's gone.
Yeah. The most I'd spend for a Twilight 3 socket.
Yep. 4 stones required to reset.
Yep. Yeah, the most I'd spent on the most I have ever spent on any plus 10 Twilight recently, since the prices went down, because I used to spend like 200 bill, 250 bill on them whenever they were a lot more expensive. But as of this last year, the prices dropped on them drastically. Yeah, the most I've spent on any plus 10 Twilight recently was 165 billion, and I think it was either a light, no, it wasn't a light armor. I think it was a Greaves or something. Greaves or boots? Not boots, no, Greaves are gloves, excuse me. Gauntlets. Something like that. Let me turn down the volume for that bot. It is kind of obnoxiously loud. There we go. Maybe that'll be better. Turn up the volume music just a little bit, or the music volume. Nice. Defense ignore. Did about 1 million in that. Well, a little over 1 million in that hit. Not awesome, but still good. It'd be lovely if I got another clown skin. I can't wait to get another clown skin, and then I can just stack the defense ignore and the attack power percent. That is, if I ever get a defense ignore.
Any idea on how defense ignore on skin works?
Yeah, it works the exact same way as the bow main. The reiterating rings, they're based on the first attack that you do. So every time your merc goes and hits, or your merc goes and hits for the reiterating rings, it's a percentage based on the chance at which they can defense ignore on that first hit. The way the skins work is the percent chance for them to defense ignore, period. So each hit that they do, the chance for it to defense ignore.
Yeah, I don't think it does, lol.
At least that's how it's supposed to work.
I tried to test, it's too weird.
Well, bow mains also have a lot of buffs and stuff that make them really OP besides the defense ignore. So you're not going to do as much damage as a bow main, but you will ignore the enemy's defense, and it really solely depends on how much maximum damage your merc or whatever you're hitting with has. Say for instance, my clown, she can hit up to 3 mil with a defense ignore. The very first hit, just 3 mil straight up.
I tested with a pirate's friend, he had 40% ignore def.
Yeah. So it's not just dependent on defense ignore itself. You have to have very high base attack damage, plus bonuses like crits and whatnot. Crit can make a huge difference when it comes to hitting a lot of doing a lot of damage. It's the reason why the clown does so much damage.
DMG without skin 180 plus slash with skin 240 plus slash.
There has also been the
Pirate has a lot.
There has also been the theory that instead of ignoring all of the mob's defense, what it does instead is that it this is a theory again, but this is perhaps more likely the case.
In terms of raw.
Yeah.
DMG.
Okay. So the way that a lot of other people think it works is that only a portion of the enemy's defense is ignored. So 40% of the enemy's defense is ignored, for example, is what a lot of people think it is. So it ignores a certain percentage of their defense. If that is true, that kind of sucks, because ignoring 50% of somebody's defense, say for instance Merlin, is not really that effective. I would prefer it.
That it's wrong.
I would prefer it if it was ignore.
Cause I tested on King's Judgment.
I would prefer it if it was 50% raw damage, or not raw damage, but 50% chance rather than 50% of
without skin
the defense.
2k, with skin 8k.
Right. So those are the two theories. Either one, it works like the bow main, has a chance to defense ignore, or the second theory is that it only ignores a portion of the enemy's defense, a certain percentage of the enemy's defense.
Since I have 300k def, something's wrong, lol.
Wait, you tested it on King's Judgment? Yeah, but if it ignored 40% of your defense, that would mean how much damage would that do? About 120k? I mean, it would ignore about 120k of your defense, maybe 130ish.
Yet, KJ, PK Sweat.
Yeah, but KJ's not the same exact. Yes, it's very similar to PvE, the way the PvE works, but it's not the same.
20% of 300k would be 60k.
No. You said 40%, right? 40%? So yeah, 120k. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, skin 40% would be 120.
Yeah, 120k. Anyways, yeah, so that means you would have an extra 180k of defense that they can't get through. And how much damage would they usually do to a mob without defense? That's really the question. Because if they can do around 188k to a mob without defense, or a mob with almost no defense, like say for instance 170k or something like that, then that means that would be the amount that they went over. But again, KJ's not the same exact thing as PvE. Yes, it has.
Still weird.
Yes, it has some of the same concepts, and the way it works is kind of similar. But it's still.
I have crit DMG plus 40% and 20% on my Gian is still.
Yeah, but Jaon's damage is not that great.
Kinda like the ignore def, the 20% doesn't work, lol.
Oh yeah, the crit damage percentage on the Jaon. That is kind of nice, the crit damage percent. Not too bad. I would imagine that one's at least decent, because that is doing a bonus percentage of the amount of damage that you do with crit. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of questionable stats in this game.
The crit DMG is pretty good actually.
Yeah, the crit damage is usually pretty good. That actually would help a lot with the skins. If I had a crit damage percentage on my clown. So maybe if I had 2 skins on my clown, and if they ever brought out 3 skins, what I would do is I would do attack power percentage, defense ignore, and crit damage percentage. Well, defense ignore percentage, but yeah, I'd have those 3. Those are like the best combination for skins.
But for example, I went though, guys, the hard one, and it still didn't deal shit bang.
We're talking about percentages, so it could have just been that she had shit RNG. I noticed a lot that the rate is shitty. But yeah, I think there's something odd about the skins as well. They don't exactly work the way that they're intended.
You earn 2 voids every 1 minute here. Check your voids by typing voids and visit to see what you can do with them.
That volume is still pretty loud. I'll turn it down even lower. So yeah, the attack damage percent is definitely a good one. And the defense ignore is questionable. I mean, it works somewhat. It does ignore some defense.
I hope, lol.
Yeah. Oh, 1 tower was left.
There's one bonus that actually surprised me in a good way.
Yeah.
Piercing damage.
Piercing damage. Well, the defense ignore works the same as the piercing damage. It just the piercing damage is actual damage that it ignores, or actual defense that it ignores. The defense ignore percentage it's a certain percentage of the enemy's defense. Well, with one theory, or it's the chance that you ignore all their defense, but nobody's exactly sure on which one it is. Well, I can't really say nobody. I'm sure somebody's analyzed it enough to really know, but I don't have the patience to.
Exactly, but at the end it's more than you deal.
Yeah. Oh.
For example, without skin I deal 50k, with it I deal around 60k.
Right.
Weird, since mine piercing DMG is like plus 2.4k.
I don't know. It sounds weird. I never fully tested the piercing damage. I think I had it for like a day or so just to see what it looked like, but it didn't really impress me, so I just kind of skipped it.
I have it on my Patriot. Kinda like it.
I put mostly attack damage percent on most of my mercs. There's only a few that I don't have it on. I tried rolling defense ignore percent, but it didn't really work out. I think I got, like, the highest I got was, I think, 30%. But then I re-rolled to try for 40% or 50%. Never got it. Sort of gave up after I saw the attack power percents.
I think I'll try to put that on G in second, lol.
Yeah. I have two Jaeon skins, so let me see. My Jaeon skins right now have attack power percentage, and I think the other one's attack power. Just basic attack power. Oh, I can't open the skin window, whatever. But yeah, that crit damage percentage, I might go for that on Jaeon for the second skin. And if they come out with a third skin for Jaeon, maybe I'll try for defense ignore percentage. Both are kind of hard to get though. Like it's very rare that I get a roll on crit percentage or...
Was rerolling elementalist skins. Attack DMGV. Feels bad, man.
Well...
Pretty good, yes.
Attack damage percentage 5 would be pretty good for an elementalist, considering her base attack damage could help with skills. I mean, yeah, it would not be as great as magic damage, but it's better than nothing. 50% magic damage would be the best though for elementalist. That one's kind of self-explanatory. Just like if Arthur had a skin, 50% magic damage would be better for him. Or Warlord would 50% magic damage would be better for him. Either or.
Not percent, and I think I would win more by the normal attack DMG since her attack.
It's not that
great.
Gotcha. Yeah, I usually go for percentage stuff.
50% of 21k. Do the math, sweat.
Well, actually...
KNVM, it clearly wins row flow.
Well, you can't go 50% attack damage with the skins. It only goes up to 25%. But yeah, magic damage percentage is the best for mercs like that.
Oh, upsie.
Yeah. Attack damage percent only goes up so high. It goes
25% of 21k HM. I think it wins. Yet I rather have EXP form magic kills though.
EXP is not that great. I mean, I understand why people would want EXP, but eh. You can always have experience. You can't have enough stats or bonus damage. I always want more bonus damage or more stats. EXP I can always get later. Plus, most of my mercs are level 170, so I don't really care. I suppose if you're...
It is on 10F.
Yeah, I suppose if you're grinding, cool, but after you're maxed out, it doesn't really matter. Not until they raise the cap to 180, then you're gonna...
Since the cap can't cap it on your percent from main.
Well, yeah, I mean, the cap will raise to 180, but even past honestly, past 165, there's not really much content for both mains and mercs. With mains, you have talents. Mercs, you have just about nothing, except for bonus points for books, or, well, skill points for books. And that's about it. There is no upgrade at 170, so, I mean, I'd really like them to add an upgrade at 170. That would be cool. Then,
I bet with a skin with EXP on 3 I'll get like 1.5B or so per group. OP.
yeah, it's nice, but I could care less for experience. Unless you...
Besides, the only place ELE needs DMG, for me, is on Merlin.
Yeah.
She already one-shots mobs, so I'm good.
Yeah. I usually depend upon waltz and whatnot to knock down the sides. Waltz and Arthur. I could care less for the experience that I get from those mobs. I've never really understood the whole point of people trying to grind to the max level. when they know that there's no ending. That's it. You just keep on going. So, especially when there's not any content past a certain level, there's no point.
Well, true, but
I can understand if they were to put content out, but at the moment, there's no point.
there's just another little objective.
Yeah, that's all it is, really, a goal. I figured having a goal of just having more stats, and the higher stats you keep on getting. Like, say, for instance, this week I'll get 50k might, or something like that. Some goal like that. 50k more might, or 100k more might, or whatever.
For PPL with nothing much to do.
Yeah.
BTW, any idea on when 180 is released? What is your mount?
And I'm not completely sure on when 180 comes out. I think they said that it's before the second quarter starts, but I'm not exactly sure. So if it's before the second quarter starts, that's like March. Well, I guess the second quarter does start in March or April. Yeah, April. So yeah, sometime in either February or March. I don't think it'll be this month at all. And very unlikely that it'll be February, but there's a chance that it could be in February. They weren't very specific on when they'll release that update.
Damn.
Yeah, no. And I haven't found any sneak peek on when that cap goes up. Maybe you can ask whatever his name is, Potato, or whatever his name is in the Discord chat. He might know. He's been posting updates on...
That kinda sucks for me. Crying face, had birthday on February 18th.
Gotcha.
Was grinding to get LV 179 and skipped the cap to 180, ah ha ha ha.
Gotcha. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe they'll do it like the first week of February, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm the first to 180, bitches. Otherwise, yeah, that sucks. Well, okay, no. If you grind to get level 179, you go to the birthday guy, and he will give you the experience to what is...
You're both laughing. Jesus.
He will give you the experience up.
NA not cause of that.
No. You will get the experience up to the level 180, or at least that's what I've been told.
Just to make a guilty, kinda my rival. Cry ah ha ha ha.
Right, okay. But yeah, you should be able to get the experience up to level 180. That's what people have said, that you get the experience to the technical next level. I missed my last birthday gift or whatever.
WTF, that makes no sense.
What do you mean it makes no sense?
Since it hasn't released yet.
Well, the way that people say it works is that the level...
I think I'll get the cap 169 to 170, so 300B EXP W8 no 100B asterisk.
I really need to turn that bot down. So did you mean 169 to 170, not 179 to 180? Because if you meant 169 to 170, then that makes more sense. But 179 to 180, or whatever level that you are above level 170.
That's how always worked.
Yeah. Whatever level you are above 170, it should give you the amount of experience to scale up even further. So whatever.
Wouldn't make sense to work that way 179 to 180 since it hasn't released yet.
That's what people have been saying. You get the amount of EXP that is the equivalent of leveling up. I know it doesn't make any sense, but that's what people have been saying.
Yeah, but since there's no further LV,
It doesn't matter if there's no further level. The experience.
I'll get the max cap, which is 160 to 170.
Yeah.
169-170 asterisk.
Right. Again, it doesn't matter if the no further level is there. You're still getting experience.
Always been like that.
You're still getting experience after 170. So it makes, in my opinion, it makes sense that you would get the experience equivalent to the next level up. And that's what people have been saying that they've been getting. That's how people have so much experience. Not from just grinding, but they also keep on getting the birthday gift. That's what a few of the 170s were saying the last time they did their birthday gifts, is that they were getting a whole lot of EXP from it, but they of course weren't leveling up.
Why do you use Feral Fenrir for a mount?
Because I can. Why do people do things? I don't want to use the rare minnow. It's too expensive. And I already have the Feral Fenrir. I'm gonna refresh this.
Yeah, they give the 169 to 170 EXP when you're 170.
I'm gonna restart the stream. I'll be right back.